Welcome to Emerging History. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss more videos like this one. In the late 1800s, a Chinese woman is pictured with bound feet, a practice rooted in tradition that reflected societal expectations and ideals of femininity, despite the pain and lifelong physical limitations it imposed. On March 23, 1976, Mitsuyasu Maino, a Japanese actor and ultranationalist, posed beside his aircraft before deliberately crashing it into the home of right-wing politician Yoshio Kodama, carrying out a dramatic and fatal act of political protest. In 1968, anti-war demonstrators gathered outside the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Among them, shirtless protester Frank C. Plata is captured in a moment of defiance. He would later die while serving in the U.S. Army in Vietnam. In July 1967, an Israeli soldier drinks from the Jordan River following the Six-Day War. A Holocaust serial number is visible on his left arm, a stark reminder of past suffering amidst the ongoing struggles of the present. In 1994, in Volgograd, a babushka gently keeps her grandson's ears warm as he takes his oath of enlistment for the Russian army, capturing a tender moment of family support amid a significant personal and national milestone. In 1941, a British infantryman is pictured with a long World War I-style bayonet fixed to his rifle, reflecting the continued use of older weapon designs during the early years of World War II. In the late 1800s, leprosy patients in China are pictured together, highlighting the harsh realities of disease, social stigma, and isolation faced by those affected during this period. In November 1948, the McDonald brothers stand in front of the yet-to-open first McDonald's in San Bernardino, California, marking the beginning of what would become one of the world's most iconic fast food empires. On June 25, 1961, George Rockwell, leader of the American Nazi Party, is pictured listening to Malcolm X speak at a Nation of Islam meeting, capturing a striking moment of ideological confrontation and historical irony. In 1945, on Iwo Jima, a U.S. Marine offers a cigarette to a Japanese soldier partially buried in the sand, capturing a rare and humanizing moment amid the brutality of one of World War II's fiercest battles. In 1976, the restaurant windows on the World atop New York City's World Trade Center North Tower is pictured offering a glimpse of panoramic city views and the iconic dining experience that would become a symbol of Manhattan's skyline. Around the 1900s-1910s, two women are pictured together, one dressed in men's clothing. The photograph reflects early expressions of gender nonconformity and challenges to traditional social norms during the turn of the 20th century. Black Beauty Across the Centuries explores the enduring legacy of the iconic horse, tracing its impact from 19th century literature to modern culture, highlighting how this beloved figure has captured imaginations and inspired generations worldwide. In March 1969, 46-year-old Judy Garland visited Copenhagen, captured in a moment, reflecting both her enduring stardom and the passage of time, offering a rare glimpse of the legendary performer later in her remarkable career. In 2003, U.S. soldiers were photographed playing Xbox inside Saddam Hussein's palace, a striking scene contrasting modern leisure with the historic and political significance of the recently captured site. In 1945, during the Battle of Iwo Jima, refrigerator units safeguarded blood by maintaining essential temperatures ensuring critical supplies remained viable for treatment. Their steady operation provided a vital lifeline amid intense combat conditions on the island. U.S. presidential candidate Jimmy Carter, campaigning in 1976, was photographed hopping a fence at New York's LaGuardia Airport with an aide. The moment captured his informal, approachable image, contrasting sharply with traditional presidential formality and security expectations of the era. Aida de Acosta, at just 19 years old, became the first woman to pilot a powered aircraft when she flew the Santos Dumont airship Balladus in 1903. Her quiet, groundbreaking achievement helped pave the way for women in aviation. Trakai Island Castle in Lithuania, originally built in the 14th century, stands on an island within Lake Galve. Restored during the 1950s and 1960s, the site reflects the enduring architectural and cultural heritage of medieval Lithuania today. In 1901, a newly married couple in Germany posed for a wedding portrait. This photograph captures a formal moment from the era, reflecting the customs, attire, and traditions surrounding marriage at the turn of the 20th century. Around 1915, a father and son serving in the same regiment read a letter from their wife and mother. This photograph captures an intimate moment of family connection preserved amid the routines and uncertainties of military life. In 1919, a British Mark V tank is seen in Cologne, Germany. The photograph captures the presence of Allied armored vehicles in the city following World War I, reflecting the conflict's immediate aftermath during that turbulent period. In the 1890s, lawn tennis players are photographed in action. The image captures the early development of the sport, showcasing its attire, social appeal, and recreational role in late 19th century leisure culture. On February 1, 1979, rubbish piles accumulated across London, England, during a strike by sanitation workers. The photograph captures the disruption to daily life caused by labor action and highlights the challenges of urban sanitation management. King Frederick IX of Denmark, who reigned from 1947 to 1972, is pictured showing off his tattoos. The photograph offers a rare personal glimpse of the monarch, revealing an unexpected and intimate aspect of his private life. In 1900, troops from the Eight-Nation Alliance assembled in China. From left to right, Britain, United States, Australia, British India, Germany, France, Austria, Hungary, Italy, and Japan. The photograph documents international military cooperation during the Boxer Rebellion. In Tanzania, 1937, 2-year-old Elvis Presley is photographed with his parents. The image captures an early intimate moment in the life of the future music icon, reflecting his family environment during his formative childhood years. On September 22, 1942, workmen prepared to lower one of the 100-pound metal cornices from the Hotel Ansonia in New York. The photograph captures a moment of careful craftsmanship and maintenance on the city's iconic architecture. In the 1920s, a family in Dublin, California, USA, posed for a photograph during the flu epidemic. The image captures the impact of public health crises on everyday life, highlighting resilience and family unity amid challenging times. On August 13, 1925, an immigrant family gazed at Manhattan from the dock at Ellis Island. The photograph captures a poignant moment of arrival, reflecting hope, anticipation, and the beginning of a new life in America. In 1887, pupils attended the Essex Market School in a poor quarter of New York. The photograph captures the educational conditions faced by children in impoverished neighborhoods, reflecting the challenges and determination of urban schooling in the late 19th century. In 1945, Soviet soldiers harassed a German woman in Leipzig. The photograph captures a disturbing moment during the closing months of World War II, reflecting the chaos, tension, and human suffering experienced in occupied cities. In 1959, children in Italy crossed a river using pulleys on their way to school. The photograph captures the ingenuity and determination of students navigating challenging terrain to pursue education in rural communities. In the 1860s, a series of photographs illustrated different levels of drunkenness. The images capture attempts to document and study human behavior under alcohol, reflecting early experimental photography and social attitudes toward intoxication in the era. In the 1960s, Lufthansa served draft beer to passengers aboard its flights. The photograph captures a glimpse of mid-20th century air travel, highlighting the airline's in-flight service and the evolving experience of commercial aviation. In 1914, King George V of the United Kingdom was photographed wearing military uniform during the First World War. The portrait captures the monarch's role and presence in a time of global conflict and national mobilization. In the early 1900s, a man is photographed with his dog in Maine, USA. The image captures a quiet, everyday moment reflecting companionship and the bond between humans and animals in rural American life. Around 1900, the Saltair Pavilion stood on the shores of the Great Salt Lake in Utah. The photograph captures this iconic recreational site, reflecting its role as a social and leisure destination at the turn of the century. This 16th century map of Nicosia, Cyprus, juxtaposed with the modern city, reveals the evolution of its streets and structures over centuries. The comparison highlights both historical continuity and urban transformation in the island's capital. Around 1914, a father and son posed for a photograph in Berlin. The image captures a personal, intimate moment on the eve of World War I, reflecting family life and everyday experiences in early 20th century Germany. In 1945, crew members of the B-29 Superfortress Enola Gay appeared on parade. The photograph captures the men behind one of World War II's most historic aircraft, marking a moment of military pride and public recognition. In 1930, a policeman judged an ankle competition in Hounslow, London. The photograph captures a quirky moment of local culture, reflecting unusual social events and the lighter communal aspects of everyday life in early 20th century England. In 1965, staff at the EMI pressing plant in London, England, listened to copies of Rubber Soul in the quality control room. The photograph captures a moment of music production during the height of the Beatles' influence. Around the 1920s in Mataura, New Zealand, 5 young men, 2 boys and a dog, are photographed together. The image captures a moment of rural life, friendship, and companionship in a small New Zealand community. Around 1914, Sigmund Freud is photographed with his sons Ernst and Martin, who served in the Austro-Hungarian army during World War I. The image captures a personal family moment against the backdrop of global conflict. Around 1650, the broadsword of English general and statesman Oliver Cromwell is preserved as a historical artifact. The weapon reflects Cromwell's military role during the English Civil War and offers insight into the armaments of the era. In 1945, American troops were photographed in Venice, Italy. The image captures their presence in the city during the final months of World War II, reflecting military operations and the Allied advance through liberated European territory. In 1513, Ottoman cartographer Piri Reis created a map of Europe and the Mediterranean Sea. The map reflects early 16th century geographic knowledge and navigation, showcasing the artistry and precision of Ottoman cartography during this period. In 1957, a family at a drive-in restaurant enjoyed cool air piped into their car. The photograph captures a moment of mid-20th century Americana, reflecting innovations in comfort and the growing car-centered culture of post-war America. On August 12, 1916, John T. Thompson posed with his invention, the Thompson submachine gun. The photograph captures a pivotal moment in firearms history, highlighting the designer and the creation that would later become iconic in modern warfare. At White Sands National Park in New Mexico, USA, human footprints dating from 21,000 to 23,000 years ago have been discovered. The photograph preserves these ancient traces, offering a remarkable glimpse into prehistoric human activity on the continent. In 1920, oil derricks lined the coast of Venice, California. The photograph captures the early development of the region's oil industry, illustrating the intersection of natural landscapes and industrial expansion along the Southern California coastline. Dice made of terracotta dating from 2600 to 1900 BC were used in the Indus Valley Civilization at Harappa, Pakistan. These artifacts reveal recreational practices and craftsmanship in one of the world's earliest urban societies. In 1921, the four sons of Japanese Emperor Taisho, Hirohito, Takahito, Nobuhito, and Yasuhito, are photographed together. The image captures a rare family portrait, offering insight into the imperial household during early 20th century Japan. In 1866, Prussian soldiers were photographed during the Austro-Prussian War. The image captures military life and organization in the mid-19th century, reflecting the forces involved in a pivotal conflict that shaped the future of German unification. Around the 1950s, an early car seatbelt design was developed. The photograph captures a pioneering moment in automotive safety, highlighting innovations aimed at protecting drivers and passengers before seatbelts became standard equipment. Around 1900, a street scene in New York City captures the bustling urban life of the era. The photograph reflects early 20th century architecture, transportation, and daily activity, offering a vivid glimpse into the city's dynamic streetscape. On September 2, 1945, Navy carrier planes flew in formation over U.S. and British fleets in Tokyo Bay during the Japanese surrender ceremonies. The USS Missouri, where the formal signing occurred, is visible on the left. The legendary Mountain Mules, famed for heroic supply runs through western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene, have arrived in Texas. Long celebrated for carrying heavy loads in times of hardship, they continue providing critical support on the ground. Around the 1890s, 1900s, wagons and carriages are pictured outside a blacksmith shop near Denver, Colorado. Signs read, "Wagon and Carriage Shop" and N.C. Thompson's Farm Machinery, capturing a hub of transportation and farm equipment in the era. On April 30, 1863, Emily Meredith wrote to her father from Bannock City, Idaho, describing her experiences since leaving Bridger. The letter offers insight into living conditions and personal reflections amid life on the western frontier. The Nevada County Narrow Gauge Railroad connected Grass Valley and Nevada City with the Central Pacific Railroad in Colfax, Northern California. Operating from the late 19th to mid-20th century, it played a vital role in regional transportation and development. Frederick Remington's depiction shows the 1763 siege of Fort Detroit, an unsuccessful attempt by Native American forces led by Ottawa Chief Pontiac to capture the fort during Pontiac's rebellion, a pivotal early conflict with British colonial forces. Around 1904, 2 wagons are parked near a tractor one, appearing to carry spare parts. The photograph from the Denver Public Library's Western History Collection captures early agricultural and transportation practices in the Iisakisi, American West. In 1880, people gathered in front of stores in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. The photograph captures daily life in a small town during the late 19th century, reflecting social interaction, commerce, and the character of early American communities. In 1910, a cozy cottage is pictured capturing the charm and simplicity of early 20th century domestic architecture. The photograph reflects the design scale and lifestyle associated with small, comfortable homes of the era. In 1918, a very stylish woman is photographed exemplifying the fashion and elegance of the period. The image captures contemporary trends in clothing accessories and personal presentation during the final year of World War I. In 1910, a fashionable Edwardian lady is photographed showcasing the elegance and style of the era. The image highlights the clothing accessories and societal norms that defined upper-class fashion during the early 20th century. In the 1850s, a Victorian woman is photographed with roses. The image captures the aesthetics and customs of the era, reflecting both the fashion and the symbolic appreciation of flowers in mid-19th century society. In 1921, a Ford Model T is photographed descending a hill in San Francisco. The image captures early automotive life in the city, illustrating both the challenges of urban terrain and the growing presence of motor vehicles. In the early 1900s, a cottage kitchen is pictured showcasing domestic life of the era. The photograph highlights the layout, furnishings, and daily routines that define small-scale home-centered living in early 20th century households. In the 1860s, a Victorian family is photographed together, capturing a moment of domestic life. The image reflects the clothing, social norms, and family structure typical of mid-19th century Victorian society. On August 13, 1925, an immigrant family gazed at Manhattan from the dock at Ellis Island. The photograph captures a poignant moment of arrival, reflecting hope, anticipation, and the beginning of a new life in America. In 1940, a driver operates a combine harvesting oats. The photograph captures agricultural practices of the era, illustrating mechanized farming methods that increased efficiency and productivity on American farms during the early 20th century. In 1898, people found imitating Napoleon hilarious. The photograph captures the humor and playful social customs of the era, reflecting how historical figures were used in popular culture for entertainment and comedic effect at the turn of the century.